Dave Hurwitz at ClassicsToday.com here with one of the most joyous, rewarding, fabulous collections that have come my way in many, 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 many a moon. Handel's Italian cantatas with instruments, performed by La Risonanza under Fabio Bonizzoni. Please be patient with me. I'm going to have to do some reading here. You know, it really is much easier when you're a critic to be able to write all of these names as long as you spell them correctly. Then when you have to pronounce them, it really isn't fair because I'm going to make a mess of it, and so I apologize in advance. But in any case, Handel wrote, we think, about 22 cantatas with instruments. Now, these range from full-length, almost operas for soloists and orchestra to very, very brief works. I mean, there's a piece in here, a cantata in Spanish for soprano, guitar, and continuo. It's just got two arias with a recitative in the middle. I mean, they come in every size and shape. The topics are usually, of a classical nature. They deal with either nymphs and shepherds, prancing about and falling in love and being miserable and then being unmiserable again and then getting re-miserable. It's the stories. Or classical figures. For example, Armida abandoned, that's one of them. Or Agrippina led to her death, which is really one of the great cantatas. They're absolutely wonderful. They deal with gods and goddesses. There's Diana, Cantatrice, Diana the huntress, which has like brass things in it. And some of them have choruses. And, it's astonishing how much he packed into this little cantata form. The Italian cantata that was formalized by Alessandro Scarlatti usually had, a couple of arias separated by recitatives, and that was the whole deal. And there are a couple in here that are like that. But Handel, first of all, most of his cantatas preceded Scarlatti's formalization of the medium. And second of all, he didn't care. He didn't care what the formal rules were. He did whatever he wanted, and that was fabulous. It was the result was usually just terrific. All of this material got reused somewhere in his operas, in his oratorios, his cantatas, and he wrote over 100 of them. No one's really sure how many there were because more of them keep popping up. But, he took the music and he reused it constantly over and over again. And I'm going to play you a little bit of it. I'm going to play you Bella Fiamma or Fiamma Bella. They do it both ways. From Aminta e Felide, also known as Arresta il Passo or Stop. And you may recognize this. See if you do. I mean, isn't that wonderful? That, of course, is the aria Ogni Vento from Agrippina. It's sung by Agrippina. It's arranged for full orchestra in that opera. But, I just think it sounds so much better in this chamber version with the harpsichord, getting to play the tune and the crisp articulation of the rhythm. It's enchanting. And all of the music here is enchanting. I can't even single it out. I mean, the big works, aside from Aminta e Felide, there's Clori Tirsi e Fileno, which is an entire disc all by itself. There's Apollo e Daphne, which some of us have heard maybe before. It's been recorded. But otherwise, most of this music will be completely unknown to you. Unfortunately, these forces, Bonizzoni and La Risonanza, did other Handel works. They did do the original, Aci, Galatea e Polifemo, fabulously. And that's not included in here, which is a shame, because Glossa, which is an absolutely wonderful label, particularly doing, in early music, they could have thrown that in. And also, I think they have the Italian duets and trios, possibly. It's just great music. Handel was one of those composers who, you know, he's almost uncategorizable. His range of expression is so wide, and the music is so captivating. And even if he reuses it, I mean, it's always right, because it's a great thing in a great place wherever he puts it. But this represents his early flowering, his early maturity from his days in Italy, from about 1705 to 1707, in that area, when he took the world of Italian music by storm, and he could take ours by storm just as well. Please give yourself a chance. If you have the time, this is 8 hours of music, more than 8 hours of music, and every single minute of it is a joy from start to finish. Handel's Cantatas with instruments on Glossa, Fabio Bonizzoni, La Risonanza, and an absolutely superb cast of singers. I can't read all their names, so I have to apologize for that, but they are wonderful to the last person. Give yourself a chance to hear this stuff. Just keep on listening. Listen to all of this if you can. It's just wonderful.